Okay, it says I'm live. This is number 4. So let's see. Okay, so uh, like I said, I'm getting ready for the day, but I want to go live about the State of the Union address that is tonight. Oh my gosh. And what we want to hear, I think I'm too close. What we want to hear at the State of the Union address tonight, okay? First of all, I'm like so hot because I'm running around with my router. Okay. So, here's the thing. There are many things that could be talked about that a lot of people want to hear about, and we all the release the memo, and is he going to read it? Is he not? Is this and that? This is my take on it. We should 100% want him to talk about his accomplishments, right? Because he's done great things for the economy, and not just him. Obviously, it's a joint effort between companies and everything like that. And it's whatever. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. So we want to hear about the accomplishments, and we know he's going to talk about the accomplishments because he's Trump, and he should be proud of what he's done, right? And we're going to hear about that. I mean, I'm assuming this is just what we should be hearing about. This is what I don't want to hear about, and then I'm going to talk about some other things I want to hear about. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to hear about CNN. Why? Because then they're just going to go for a whole week, a month. You never know. They're going to just draw it out and be like, oh, CNN and this and fake news and Russian dossier. And we don't need to hear about that for his first State of the Union address, for his first year doing such an amazing job, right? We want to hear about the amazing accomplishments because honestly, a lot of people don't know. They only hear one side of things, and they don't know a lot of people don't realize that unemployment is at an all-time low. Black unemployment is at the lowest it's ever been in this nation. Hispanics, same thing. There's so many accomplishments those are the things we need to focus on, because the whole world will be watching this, and this is not the stage to be talking about CNN, your fake news. That's it's gonna feed into the nonsense. We don't need nonsense on such a monumental day. That's my opinion, and I understand. I 100% understand that a lot of people want, let's release the memo and read it at the State of the Union. Y'all, it's really not the place. It's not. America's already looked at as a little bit of a laughing stock for things that have happened in, the past or whatever. We need to look strong, just like he did in Davos. He made a presence, and they took notice, okay? And so those are the things that we want to hear. We don't want to hear the nonsense, PP-gate, this. We don't, okay? We want to hear about the future. What is he planning on doing about all the other issues that are plaguing, DACA? I know that's a hot button issue. People are going to want to hear about that. I feel that he's going to speak about immigration. I don't think he's going to come. I don't want to make any, I don't know what he's going to say. These are the things that I feel that he should be talking about, and I want y'all to just, tell me what you think. Tell me, am I wrong? This is an open forum. This is not just me blabbering to everybody, okay? I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that it would be a good idea for him to just start blasting fake news at the State of the Union address, I really hope he doesn't. Because there's so many other amazing things and amazing things to come that can be focused on, okay? And so, I know there's a lot of people that are like, is he gonna read the memo? Y'all, don't be upset if he doesn't read the memo, okay? Because it's not the place. The whole world's gonna be watching. And yeah, a lot of people are like, call him out. Do we really we look stupid enough in some aspects. And people, countries are laughing at us like, oh, those Americans. We don't need that right now. We don't, okay? Another thing, we need to just focus on the issues. That's it. And, a lot of people have a lot of issue with Israel and him moving the capital to Jerusalem. And people are wondering why. I really didn't, it didn't affect me at all because it didn't bother me because I have no issues with them. But, reading through comments and stuff like that, I realized that some people do. And here's the thing. I think a lot of people are very, very misinformed about Israel, Jews, and everything in between. And so I'm just gonna tell you from my research, and I've done a lot of it, okay? Israel is like, let's consider them friends with benefits, okay? I know that might be weird. There are friends with benefits. They have one of the most elite intel division pretty much in the world. Sorry if you're intel for America, but we all know, they're amazing. They've done amazing things for us for years. They are like our eyes in the Middle East. And people don't always realize that. They're looking at too many other things. They're like, oh, the Jews run the banks and the Jews do. Y'all, that's putting people in a basket. We don't put people in baskets, okay? That's not what we do. We, there's bad Catholics, there's good Catholics, there's bad white people, there's good white people. You know what I mean? So we can't basket an entire country. There's situations that are going on over there that we don't have anything to do with, but they are our friends with benefits. We give them money, yes. I saw somebody like, ow, they were just so upset that we gave them $31 million. What about America first? Y'all, that is for America first, because they are our eyes and ears on the ground where we are not able to be. It happens everywhere. I'm going to make a silly, thing because I'm in the beauty industry. There's trade-offs between like hair girls and makeup artists. It's like, hey, I'll do your hair, a $200 hairdo for some makeup. It's like that, but in a big, huge scale, okay? And that's where people are very confused. It's like, oh my gosh, what the Jews? What? Why? Why be mad at an entire group of people? Why? There's a lot of propaganda that's about them, and not all of it's true, y'all. Do your research. I've been saying that since the beginning. Don't take my word for it. I want you to look up all this stuff and make sure you're looking at reputable sites. Don't go to Snoops. Don't go to, Politico. Go look up reputable sites, and even ones that wrote, go look at articles from years ago, because then you can tell that they're not talking about, it has nothing to do with the narrative of right now. It's easy to make a narrative if they wrote the article last week or right whenever Trump proclaimed Jerusalem as the capital, right? And now they're moving the embassy there. Why are they moving the embassy there? Because we don't have a place for, in case Americans need to be in that area. We don't have that, and we need that, okay? It's a trade-off. That's how deals work. That's how business is. And countries have to run like a business. Otherwise, it's just a crap show, okay? And there's things behind everything. And you need to look at the correct things. Don't look at what somebody posted on Facebook about, oh, this is the end of it. He's kissing the wall, or whatever. And I'm not saying any of y'all are that way about it. I really realized so many people felt so strongly about it. And let me know what you think about it. There's a lot of misinformation out there. About the missile or whatever. I'm pretty darn sure that Israel did not shoot a missile at us. I would go with 99% sure. If you have some evidence, though, that you can show me, evidence, not somebody's opinion. This is my opinion because of what I've done, researched, and they've been our friends for a very long time. Benjamin Netanyahu has been there since I've been born, I guess. He's been there forever. I don't remember many, diplomats, but I remember his name because he's always been around for some reason or another. Do they do sketchy things that would not be in the interest of us? Sure, because that's their country. That's what they do. We do things like we do, but we need allies, okay? And it's a lot better to be with people that we already have a very long standing with than being with, I'm not going to even name any countries, but being with somebody that it's like they could stab you in the back in a half a second, okay? Israel has been giving us amazing intel, for a long time. Their analysts are they're like top notch. I mean, it's just real that they are. But back to this, and I think he's going to talk about that because here's the thing. What every single president has said that they were going to move an embassy there and make Jerusalem the capital, but yet none of them did it, right? None of them did it until Trump. So why they decided not to, I don't know. But let's focus on now. Let's focus on today. There's not going to be some, I'm not going to say not because I don't know anything, but there's not going to be like a big parade of people getting arrested across the stage of the State of the Union address. So please don't think that. I don't know, but that would look foolish as Americans. It just would look very foolish. We need to focus on the positive stuff. This is the stage that, the world is seeing. Even people from, all kind of countries watch my channel. So could you imagine how many people, like everybody I talk to from, like Great Britain and London, Germany, Australia, they almost know more than the Americans about what's going on in our economy and our politics. And because we affect a lot of people. And so when our president speaks, it's a big deal, okay? So we need to think about it like that. I've seen a few videos today that are a little off the rail. Cussing about, if you don't deliver this tonight, we're never going to trust you ever again. Guys, Y'all don't feed into that, okay? I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm just giving you advice. Just giving you advice. Okay? Um, Things that we have been talking about for months and years and stuff like that, those things are gonna play out. But not at the State of the Union, okay? He needs to tell us what we're gonna do forward. We know what he's done in the past year. What's gonna be next? How are we gonna fix the Federal Reserve? It's jacked. It's jacked, okay? And I would like to hear what's gonna happen. That's me. That's what I want to hear. I don't want the Rothschilds owning our stuff anymore. Now I understand that would be quite a feat because the Rothschilds own many castles. But those are the type of things that, to make America great again, we don't need to be, oh, you suck, you're cool, you suck. No, that's so middle school. During the election cycle, it was funny. It was, we enjoyed it. We liked them being called out for what they were doing. But now he's the president, and he's done a great job this first year. Some people may disagree with me, and that is your right. But either way, let's think, and not just think positively, let's have a voice. Because again, I've said this over and over, he is one man up against, he's like in a box with this person and this person and that and all of this stuff. And if we get divided over not seeing the memo at the State of the Union, we're just, you might as well chalk it up and just, and say, you know what, they divided and conquered us, and those people are going to be very excited. The people that want us divided and conquered, they will be very excited. So don't get your hopes up on that. Will it happen? Maybe. But let's look at the positive stuff. And let's look at the future. What is he going to do next? Y'all know he plays 40, okay? Is he perfect? No. Nobody is. Is he a god? No. No, he's not here to save us. We need to save ourselves. We can't just leave him hanging. What if something happens? Any of us could die at any moment. We're not promised tomorrow. If we're just like, oh, Trump's handling it, we're good, whatever. No, we all still need to use our voices and show that America is not going to back down, no matter what happens. What if something goes haywire? Anything can happen, y'all. And we need to be prepared. Because there's going to be people throwing out their very last, I don't know, whatever. Last hurrah, I don't know. Just trying to take down our country. And you think I'm kidding? I'm not. We literally are on our last leg right now. And so many people don't even understand that. They don't. And that's scary. It's scary that they choose to not even acknowledge the things that they don't see in the media. There's a lot more going on that, Trump and the administration are having to deal with. And if you're not a Trump fan, do you want to root against him? That is like getting in a plane and saying, I don't like the pilot, I hope he freaking crashes. We're all on that plane. Do you want the pilot to crash? I'm going with no. I'd like to make it back to the ground. Okay? And that's what upsets me about whenever he had his physical. And They went on for 45 minutes asking, does he have dentures? Does he have this? Does he have... How relevant? Do they want him to be sick? Why would you want the president of your country to be dying or to be having dementia and stuff? Because do they think that there's going to be a redo of the election? No, it's done. So all we can do is move forward. So no matter what, y'all, elections have been going on forever. We don't always agree with who is in office, but we need to support the things that are going on. And if we don't agree, then we need to find a solution and figure out how can we come together, bring this to the forefront, and make things happen. Like calling your senators, the ones that are sitting around doing a jack nothing, call them, blow up their phones, tell them how you feel, send some messages, things like that. But going on Facebook and Twitter and saying, oh, this person's crazy, did you see what they said? That's giving them the stage. And they love it. They all love it. No matter, just like I've said, all press is good press. They don't care that they sound crazy. They're like, I'm famous, whatever. But you're famous for something stupid. Do you want that to be your legacy? I don't want that to be my legacy, Not that I'm anybody special, but, I think every single one of us are special in our own ways. I mean, we all have a voice, whatever that is. And we could all come to, just the middle. The middle's a whole lot better than nothing, right? Like, what if there was one cinnamon roll left? And it was a really good cinnamon roll. And there was 3 of y'all. Wouldn't it be better to have a third of that cinnamon roll than to not have any of it at all? That's what I think. I'd rather a third. My kids probably wouldn't. They're like, no, I can't have it. But that's how kids act. You're adults. And you need to, look at everything. Just because you see it, even if Trump says it, do research. He could be wrong too. He's not perfect. Look it up. Like, why did this happen? Oh, okay. That's why we're friends with Israel. That's why this. Why people are attacking Israel all of a sudden? Maybe it's been going on for a long time. I guess I've just never noticed it. I don't know. But it seems to be a hot button issue for many people. Y'all, we're all a human race. We are all Americans. Okay? And if we don't come together, and if we get divided over something like him not reading the memo at the State of the Union and jump off the train of America, let's not even call it the Trump train. Let's call it the American train. Okay? Or the ship, because the ship will sail. And it'll probably crash. Okay? And none of us want that. No matter who's in office. We don't want that. They don't have complete control. We have voices. If we need to, we'll all go on the steps of D.C. That'll happen. If that needs to be. But just getting angry and ranting and doing nothing is not going to help. Okay? So let's go into this. This is positive. We're going to hear about amazing things. I'm just making my assumptions. These are assumptions. Don't come back and be like, he didn't even go on about that. I don't know. He don't call me. Just a girl from Louisiana. I mean, come on. But seriously, really, my hair is just like so ridiculous. But seriously, y'all, I'm so tired of all the division. The division between everyone. It's like they're friends one day and then somebody puts up a video, they don't agree with it, they're out. They're like, no anymore. Really? Like, we have to all be the same? Why don't we just clone everybody? Everybody's going to have the same opinions, and we're all going to talk like this. We're going to talk like that little Siri robot that's in Saudi Arabia that is now a citizen. I mean, really? No, that's what makes humans so much different than a tree. We have critical thinking skills. We can debate things like adults. And we don't have to be angry at everybody. Yes, there's many things to be angry about. Y'all don't get me wrong. Y'all know that. But right now, everybody just keeps giving them the stage, and they don't deserve it. They don't need it. It is taking away from what needs to happen, which is making America great again. There's so many things that need to be cleaned up. There's things going on in South America area that we need to look into for real. And nobody's talking about it. That might be a bigger threat. And I'm not talking about Mexico. That wall might not mean much. Y'all need to think about that. I'm going to put some links from what I'm talking about, because they're not even talking about this, and it's going to be like, whoa, where did this come from? It was Russia. It was Israel. Nope. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You know, do your research. We need to be prepared. So many people are resting on their laurels. They're believing everything from this YouTuber or this whoever. Don't believe me. Y'all look it up. I want you to. If I'm wrong about something, tell me. Don't just let me sound stupid. No, I do my research, but y'all know I go off the rails sometimes. And whatever. But seriously, I wanted to add something to the video, but I know how YouTube kind of doesn't like doing that, so I'm going to add it in the comments, probably in the description. And it is John Lennon, Imagine. And I'm sure most of you have heard that song. You know, imagine all the people. And I want you to really listen to the words. And no, it's not about a one world government. I'm going to get that out right there. That if you don't understand the words, go it's a really easy Google search, okay? It just means, can't we all get along? Can't we just not have wars all the time? Y'all think about it. Wars aren't because we don't like other countries or because they're a threat. Most of them are because of money. And if you don't think so, do some research. I didn't know that when I joined the military. I started seeing weird things, and I'm like, why are we paying $25 for a pen? Literally. Like a pen. A big pen. What? So, you know, because a lot of people make a lot of money during wars. And we need to just be dreamers. That doesn't mean be sleepers. If you know what I mean. They may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one, right? Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll probably be back before or after the State of the Union. Y'all have a wonderful day.